Hi everyone, this is Teacher Ria and welcome to our English video in grade 6. This is quarter 1, week 2 of our English class. But before I start, don't forget to subscribe, share, and also share this to your classmates and hit the like button. So you may want to get your module, so you can take a look at your module while I am explaining it in this video. Let us start with learning task number 4. So in this module, you are asked to infer the purpose of the images below. In your notebook, write ED if the purpose is to educate, EN if the purpose is to entertain, and PE if the purpose of the image is to persuade. So you will write your answers in your notebook. So take a look at each picture from numbers 1 to number 5. You will write ED, EN, or PE depending on the picture that you are looking at. So don't worry if you have wrong answers. I will still explain to you the other details about the 3 purposes of images. So you may answer now. So let us continue. Actually, I have already discussed this in the previous video that we had, but for you to remember it, I will discuss it again so you can answer the activities in the next pages of the module. So what are images? The word image came from the Latin word imago, which refers to any item that depicts visual perception, such as a photograph or other two-dimensional pictures resembling an object. Print images include printed photographs and images. It can be found in magazines, newspapers, and books. So that's something that you can hold on to. So that is an example of print image, yung mahahawakan. On the other hand, non-print images can be digital images available in electronic devices such as mobile phone. So the pictures that you can see in your cell phones, in your electronic devices, or gadgets, or maybe televisions and computers. Now, let us recall the different types of images and their purposes. So, the first one is about real images. These are pictures which depict visuals of objects or happenings that exist in real life. These are also known as fact images. So, if it can happen in real life, it is a real image. The purpose of these images can be A, to inform or to educate. It is to educate because it gives us more information about that picture, like actual photos of animals. It can also be to tell stories, like the picture storybooks that we have when we are little. Letter C is to entertain. When we say to entertain, it gives us different feelings or emotions while we are looking in that picture. Sometimes it can make us happy, or it can make us laugh. Sometimes it can make us sad, or maybe sometimes it can make us angry. So that is to entertain, like the stolen photos with funny content. So letter D is to persuade. When we say to persuade, it is encouraging us to believe in that picture or to do something in that picture, like the actual photos of burnt lungs of a smoker. It is encouraging us or others to quit smoking or to stop smoking. So that is to persuade. So there are three purposes: to educate, to entertain, and to persuade. So another type of images are make-believe images. These are pictures which illustrate something that is not real. Though these images may have some realistic pictures, they are just product of imagination, thus do not exist in real life. So these are also known as non-fact images. These images can be used with the following purposes. Also A, to entertain, like images of a fantasy world and magical creatures. B, to tell fiction stories like picture books of fairy tales. C is also to persuade, like some editorial cartoons that express opinions through caricatures and visual symbols. Usually, we see editorial cartoons in the newspaper. So when we say make-believe images, they do not happen or they do not exist in real life. So whether images are real or make-believe, take a look at the characters, objects, and settings found in that story. If it can possibly exist or happen in real life, so if yes, it is a real image. If not, it is a make-believe image. Okay? We may now answer learning task number 5. But before I continue, I hope you understand very well what we have talked about a while ago about real images and make-believe images. And also the three purposes of these images, like to entertain, to educate, and to persuade. Again, now let's go to learning task number 5. As a child, are you fond of watching animated movies? Do you know who Moana is? How about her friend demigod Maui? Below are the images that taken from the 2016 Disney movie entitled Moana. I hope you have watched that already. So identify whether each is a real image or a make-believe image. In your notebook, you will write Moana if it may exist in real life, it is a real image, and you will write Maui if it is just a make-believe image. Again, you will write Moana if it is a real image, or you will write Maui if it is a make-believe image. So take a look at the pictures from number 1 to number 5. Analyze it carefully if it can happen in real life, and then you may answer Moana or Maui. You may do it now. Okay, now let's go to learning task number 6. Have you heard about flora and fauna? These two words can be used to refer to plants and animals. Your task is to identify whether the following images of flora and fauna are fact or non-fact. So you will write your answer in your notebook. Remember, when we say fact, it is a real image, and when we say non-fact, it is a make-believe image. So you will take a look at the pictures or images from, again, number 1 to number 5. Analyze the picture carefully. So you will write fact or non-fact. Okay? Do it now. Are you enjoying now the learned new skill? Try to ace this activity. So the task is to identify whether the following images are fact or non-fact. Again, when we say fact, it is a real image, and when we say non-fact, it is a make-believe image. Again, analyze the pictures from number 1 to number 5 and take a look if it can happen in real life or not. So we'll write fact or non-fact. Do it now. So you may want to get your activity worksheets. You may want to post this video so you can get your activity worksheet and we can answer it now. So do you still remember what a setting is? I hope you still remember that, or you have already studied that when you were in grade 5. How do you know if a setting is affluent or poor? When we say affluent, it is rich. Now, here is another video clip for you to watch to remind you about setting analysis. So you may see the link that I have given here in your screen. Watch it carefully for you to answer the questions that will follow. So, here are the questions. Number 1, what does a setting deal with? Number 2, give examples of physical settings presented in the video clip. Number 3, what does a socio-cultural setting refer to? Number 4, give your own examples of settings that will separate the social status of the poor from the rich or affluent people. Example, for poor, we have the squatters area, or you can name a specific place. And example of affluent is a place like a Forbes Park in Makati, or name a place in our locality. And number 5, what clues you have to look for to identify the economic status of the people in a setting. So what are the clues that you will know that people or those people are rich or poor? You may answer it now. After familiarizing yourself with the concepts, let's see if you can correctly answer the exercises that follow. If you are not familiar with the character, in the picture, you are allowed to search about him online or ask your parents about him. And you may also use a dictionary to find the meaning of the difficult words that you can find in the questions. Study the images. There are 2 images in this activity. So answer the questions that follow each image. Circle the letter of your correct answer. So number 1 question. This is Donald Trump. He is the president of a powerful nation. What is his nationality? A. Russian, B. American, or C. Chinese? Next, number 2. He is of blank race. A. Black. B. Caucasian. C. Asian. Next, number 3. What is his gender? A. Male. B. Female. Or C. Transgender. Number 4. How old do you think he is? A. 20 to 40 years old. B. 40 to 60 years old. Or C. 60 to 80 years old. Next, number 5. Reporters and comedians always make fun of Donald Trump. How do you find his character? A. Funny and ridiculous. B. Respectable and dignified. Or C. Classy and elegant. Next picture. Take a look at that picture and analyze it carefully. Then, answer number 1 question. Where can you see a place like this? A. Slum area. B. Suburb. C. City district. Number 2. What word will best describe the place? A. Poor. B. Affluent. Or C. Prosperous. Next, name 3 evidences that help you come up with that analysis. So you will write your 3 evidences in letter A, B, and C. Good luck! Thank you for watching! Good luck! Study hard! Remember, honesty is the best policy. God bless to all. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.